Let's talk about the connection of your thoughts with your emotions. And if you were to understand how deep that is intertwined, would you watch this video to the end? I invite you to like this video, subscribe, and also comment your aha moments, realization in the comments so people can pick it up and more people get to see this content. Because what I'm about to change, what I'm about to share with you could literally change your life, and it's something that I really had to dive deep in order to fully comprehend. And I've been telling in some videos about the all is mind and the universe is mental. And you know, we've been talking about universe, but then again it's the combination of the word uni and verse, meaning it's this unity consciousness. Like there's only just one big mind, and we tap into all of that. And let's jump to your individualized aspect of your emotions and your thoughts. So you're born, you come into a family, and you're conditioned. You get conditioned, you know, your subconscious mind is a sponge, and everything that is projected onto you, mirrored onto you, told you, what comes in with a lot of emotional impact is deeply stored in the subconscious mind. And you get this filter over you of how life looks from your perspective, from your situation. And we get so identified with our thoughts and our feelings because we see other people around us do exactly the same thing, that we are our emotions and that we are our feelings. And really write that down, write it in the comments. You are not your thoughts and you are not your emotions. You are the awareness behind it. You are the awareness behind it. You know, with moments when you have, when you're dreaming, sometimes you can wake up in your dream and then really realize that something is thinking, that something is feeling, and you can observe that. That's a state that where you awake in the dream. And Neville Goddard talked about that as well. And it's literally of your awareness is what is observing that. So we in this life are so conditioned to be so deeply soaked into reality that we think what we perceive is so true because we have felt it. We have been in it, we have experienced it, we think that is reality. And actually reality is just this part of us that is consciousness that is unchanging. Meaning the unchanged aspect of your consciousness, that is what reality actually is. So I really long with you to go to the law of cause and effect. And people think and they act and they behave like that their circumstances are literally what is causing them to be in a specific situation. And actually it is the other way around. The circumstances that you're living in is only the effect of the cause. Now, what's the cause then? The cause is how you think. The cause is based upon how you think, how you feel. And you may say, okay, yeah, I'm in this. I'm living it. This is my reality. Yes, because you're conditioned to that. See, there's this higher aspect of yourself, that is observing all of that. that is not distracted by your thoughts, that is not distracted by your emotions. It is your higher self, and it's actually not something out there. It is in you. It is your higher awareness. It is that part of you that is connected deeply to this unity consciousness that actually is unity consciousness. And when we drop into our human aspect, then we get so identified with all these thoughts, with all these emotions, based upon the situations we are in. And your strength is you realizing that there's this higher dynamic of you, this higher aspect of you that knows already what is out there for you, that knows already that you have, that you are everything that right now you're longing to be, you're longing to go. And once you train yourself to really become the observer of your thoughts and your emotions, you will be able to shift and to really connect to your vision in a sense that is allowing you to not be distracted by your circumstances no longer. What do I mean by that? See, our mind is connected to unity consciousness. Our body is conditioned to... Our body is actually an instrument of the mind. So whatever you have been thinking, you train your body to be in a specific state of energy based upon your thinking. So this is why we can be so consumed by our emotions. It is our responsibility to solve, not solve. It is our responsibility to move through emotions that are just a residue of experiences in the body because we thought that this was our reality, because we've been so in the thick of it. Now, if you know my story, the moment that I got to, after I was introduced to the power of the mind, you know, perhaps you know that book by Joseph Murphy, and I was introduced to working with the power of the mind by Bob Proctor, based upon the, you know, more esoteric book Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. And it works with spirit, it works with spirituality, with energy. And when I was implementing that, I still felt so derailed by my fear. I had a lot of fear of rejection, fear of abandonment, and no matter how clear I was on the goals, on the details, on the end result, I was so focused on that, and really not thinking about self-concept at all, not thinking about this higher concept, this higher identity. I thought we had to connect to that. And I want you to know that we are already that. It's not something you have to do after you say affirmations or you meditate. No, it's something that is with you all of the time. It's just you allowing yourself to be distracted by going back to the old man, to the old conditioning, and believing that the old suit that you're wearing, that is this unchanging aspect of consciousness, that old thinking, that it is still you. And when you keep on acting and behaving like that, you know, it will pull you back over and over again to repeat the old story until the pain is so high, until the discomfort is so high that you say, okay, this is enough. This is enough. I'm not doing it anymore. This is not to my benefit any longer. Because why? Because We are trained to hold on, to focus, to force, to do all the things in order to make it happen. And this aspect of you believing the old story in a way that you are a victim is keeping you stuck, is keeping you repeating all the thoughts without you being fully aware that you're the consciousness behind it and that you're able to transmute them. That you're able to support yourself in, yes, feeling the feelings. Yeah, we're not going to avoid them. We're not going to push them away. We're not going to say, okay, because it's stored energy in the body. The body has consciousness, meaning it's not only your mind, it is your body is trained because it's an instrument of the mind, right? The energy gets stored in the body. So it is our responsibility to combine the wisdom of our thoughts and the wisdom of our feelings, and to combine those in order to leverage you, in order to say, okay, you know what? I am this higher aspect of myself. I am this higher dimension. We are multidimensional. We are not just this body. No, we are not. And this, you get to experience that when you are able to get loose from the conditioning by really going into unity consciousness. But really going into, okay, you know what? I stick to my vision and I'm acting on the premise that my vision is complete. And whenever all thoughts come back, it's just, and somebody said it in a YouTube video, it's just the sauce of the ego. It's just trying to make you crumble, to hold on, to believe that what you created is true. And what you created is just manifested reality. What is true is the cause. And everything comes from thought. Everything comes from thought. Anything that we have created as humans, you know, it started with an idea, it started with a thought. And then, because we are creators, we want to build it, we want to plan for it, we want to focus on it, we have a dream and we want to create that, we want to bring that in reality, right? Then we are focused upon it, we take action, and then we build it, right? And this is how we create things in this life. So can you see that from a thought, the cause, you create the effect, the 3D. Now, when you're trained over and over in your life to believe that the 3D is your cause, right? Then you won't ever think of stepping out of it. You won't ever think of being, you know, more powerful than what you told you are. And what we do here in this channel is really connect to your authentic self, the self that is underneath. So there's nothing to change but self. So many people, they go and try to change the circumstances because they think they're the cause. And the only thing that really will help you shift anything in your life is really connecting to that unity consciousness, really understanding like I'm multidimensional, there's so much more. If I focus with my mind on something and I can regulate my nervous system in a way that I won't blow things up or make decisions that are irreversible or irreversible, which I think not really many decisions are. It's like, you know, really being a bit more smart when emotions are high, right? You don't make, yeah, what I say here for is don't make decisions based upon temporary emotions. Because you're shooting yourself in your own foot. You know, heightened emotions, when they trigger is because there is a deeper reason. And you know, when you make decisions in that moment, you're just allowing yourself to totally derail yourself and then really miss the mark, right? You really miss the mark when you allow yourself to be so distracted that you just throw everything in the bin, right? So this is what I wanted to talk to you about, because the thoughts create a story and the ego allows us to believe that the story is so true that you feel like you're a victim of it. And the emotions that are also conditioned in the body, they feel so real that when you don't know about unity consciousness, you think that you are your emotions, and then that you are really so identified in the situation that you cannot really create the distance in it in order to create a sort of space to reconnect to your vision and reconnect to your higher self and operate life from there. So yes, what I offer is literally learning to understand what are these emotions about, because it's deeply connected to your blind spots, it's deeply connected to the stories you tell yourself, to the conditioning there. And once you shift that in your awareness, what is the blind spot? What are the emotions that are pulling me into a specific behavior that is so outdated, right? You have to free yourself from that outdated behavior, from those limiting beliefs, because it's just a limited version of you, a false identity. It's not your true identity. So yes, we work on the thoughts, we work on the vision, we work on the self-concept, because anything that I was able to shift in my life is or has been when I had been working on my self-concept, and when I could realize that I could detach from the 3D and just allow things to evolve, allow things to be. So there's so much more that I love to tell about. This is it for this video right now. And if you have questions, just let me know. I'm really happy to answer them. And see you in the next video, okay? Talk to you soon. Like, subscribe, comment. Bye-bye. Oh, and for those of you who want to work with me, I have opportunities to work in private. There's group programs. Just let me know. And you can type the word truth in the comments. And also see in the description where you have a link. And then you can send me an email and step into this if you want to go deeper. I'm here for you. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.